Conservative men tend to be a little more traditional, maybe a little bit more chivalrous. They shoot, they lift, they have values. Now, I know I'm generalizing here, but follow me. Liberal men, on the other hand, can be a little more feminine, and that can be a turnoff for women. Liberal women want a manly man and a liberal man, but they're realizing that combo, hard to come by.
As a liberal woman, it is really hard to find a man who is willing to play the more traditional masculine role in the relationship in today's day and age, who is not a conservative. A man who wants to pay on the first date, who wants to open your door, who has that want and desire to take care of you and to provide, who is not a conservative. So I don't really know what to do because I don't want to compromise my morals and values just to find a man, but am I asking to have my cake and eat it too?
The woman behind that video, Petra McGill, is a liberal looking for love, and she joins me now. All right, so Petra, what happened on this date with this liberal guy that you just said, oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore?
Okay, so Jesse, first of all, thank you so much for having me on. It was actually a date with a conservative guy who I just went out with a few nights prior, and he ended up making it a very strong point that he took his role as the man in the relationship to be the provider, to really show up for his wife or his girlfriend in a way that is very masculine. And he really wanted to take care of her and do all of the manly duties in the home. And he, advocated for a very nuclear traditional family. So that's where that TikTok came from. And TikTok, for me, they're just my thoughts on the fly coming up that I decided to share with the world. Foolishly, may I add. But yeah, that's where that TikTok came from.
So are these liberal guys that you're dating, they're asking you to split dinner? Like, what's going on? Okay, so both sides, I would have to say, conservative and liberal men, I've been asked to split the bill more than once, wow.
Too many times to count, might I add. Yeah, it's really frustrating because, although I am liberal, there is still that traditional kind of masculine role that I'm looking for in a guy. And I would say showing up on the first date as a man and paying is something that the majority of women are looking for, regardless of your political affiliation.
What else are you looking for that liberal men are not providing in the dating world?
Like you said, liberal men in some scenarios, from my personal experience, have been more feminine. But I would say, just for a guy to show up, be loving, be respectful, both liberals and conservatives, men that I've dated, have done this. But that's mainly what I'm looking for, is just that respect, that love, and that care. And I think the majority of women can join me on that.
I think you're right. What these men that are acting liberal, these liberal guys, acting feminine, are they crying?
No, of course not. No, they're not crying. I would say what we see as feminine, or what we consider feminine, is a guy who's maybe more in touch with his feelings, or who's more, he has an ability to be vulnerable. And that is to be respected, of course.
Well, you know what? I blame you, Petra. You women have been saying men need to be open about their emotions, need to be more vulnerable. So these liberal guys are trying to do what you want, and now you don't want to date them. So again, thanks for nothing.
No, not true. Not necessarily true, Jesse.
Right.
We still want to date them. Trust me. I go for the men who are vulnerable, I promise.
All right. Well, good luck out there. I'm sure you're going to find a great guy, that perfect combo that you're looking for. Petra, good luck.
Thanks so much.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.